New Hampshire? New Hampshireites, New Hampshireans, New Hampshireizers. When I was little, my dad used to live in the tiny little hamlet of East Washington, New Hampshire. Bet you cannot find that on a map. So I spent a lot of time in your fair state. I've always followed New Hampshire politics carefully because I have roots there and I've been invested there, and I'm now invested in your Senate race. I can't believe how close this is. So I'm going to do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison of who you should hire for your senator come November 8th. On the one hand, you have Senator Maggie Hassan, who is a proven, dedicated public servant, only the second woman in American history to be elected both as governor and senator. A little factoid for you. Hassan has the record to prove where she stands, and that's with the people of New Hampshire. Her opponent, Don Bolduc, on the other hand, is a right-wing extremist. He's a hardcore MAGA Republican conspiracy theorist who changes what he says depending on who his audience is. Don has more flip-flops on his record than Hampton Beach does on a hot summer day. Do you see what I just did there? It's really not somebody that you can trust. You don't know where he stands. Maggie Hassan, on the other hand, you know where she stands because she has a record to prove it. She's already passed laws to lower costs in childcare, housing, energy, healthcare. She's fighting to bring good-paying jobs back to New Hampshire. She wants to raise the federal minimum wage to give you a brighter future. These are all good things. Don is stuck in the past. He says that he will never support raising the minimum wage. Seriously, never. He expects families to live forever on the same, $7.25 an hour that was put into law 10 years ago? That's what I was making in high school working in a maple sugar house in New England. That's 30 years ago. Not that I'm that old, of course. Maggie Hassan has passed bills to expand Medicaid, lower prescription costs, to make it easier for you to afford healthcare. Don has this idea for affordable healthcare that is to make everyone buy private insurance without any assistance to buy it. Anything that has any government involvement, he says, is not good. It doesn't work. Well, that's cool. Then what? So no schools, no military, no roads, just Mad Max universe. Speaking of healthcare, Maggie Hassan defends your right to manage your own healthcare decisions, including a woman's right to choose, making sure that women have reproductive freedom. But Don, on the other hand, says that women's healthcare decisions belong to the gentlemen of the state legislature. There's so much wrong with that I don't even know where to start. You can still register right up to the election, so there's no excuse not to vote. It's so critical. As New Hampshire goes, so may the whole country go. The balance of power in the Senate is so close right now. So please, 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 for the love of all things good, vote for Maggie.